TTC, because it wouldn't include like buses and school cars, or do you have any idea what the proposal is and when you'll find out?
So we have no idea what the proposal is. Uploading has not yet been defined. That's all to come. And I don't think there's anybody at City Hall who has any concept of exactly what the province is thinking about when they reference uploading. Certainly, you know, in the end of 2018, we heard about the province taking control of the subways, but that's never been verified or confirmed. So we've all read that in the news media, but outside of that, we really don't know how to define uploading, and we have nobody in this building I can confirm knows what their intentions are related to the TTC. Well, what I can tell you is in December, City Council determined that terms of reference should be developed, and those have now been developed, is my understanding. I myself haven't seen those, but there is going to be a meeting tomorrow between the province, provincial staff and city staff to discuss the terms of reference. So this is a starting point. Tomorrow is a critical day. There'll be no politicians involved in that meeting. It will be civil servants, public servants, bureaucrats who will be sitting down at a table together to discuss the terms of reference, which will really act as a guide to these discussions and this process. And that was really determined by City Council as the most appropriate way to move forward.
Do you find it a little odd with just chairing a meeting like this with this sort of ambiguous specter of uploading going on?
Well, it's certainly going to be one of the biggest issues we face as a city this term. There's no question. If you look at all the challenges we face as a city, this has got to be the #1 challenge. You know, again, we don't understand the full extent of what they're proposing, and we look forward to understanding further their perspective. But as I've said repeatedly, is we need a seat at the table, we need to be part of the process, and they've committed to that. So this meeting tomorrow will kickstart the process related to the terms of reference on how this really process will unfold.
Once you figure out what it is, and if it's what you fear it to be, will you try and stop the process?
Will I try to stop the process? Absolutely. Oh, the upload. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm not a proponent of the upload. I will not try to stop the process because City Council has fully endorsed the process and that we need to be at the table. We need to have a terms of reference. We need to have a plan. But absolutely, I'm not a proponent of this concept. What I've learned in the few weeks that I've been in this capacity as TTC chair is this system is so unbelievably integrated. You can't have one without the other, and so I'm not even sure what this would look like. But you know, what we know is 70% of riders in Toronto transfer at some point during their day. 70%, that's a significant number, and so all the pieces of the puzzle have to be, in my opinion, managed by one body, and that should be the City of Toronto.
Just outside while this meeting was going on, there was a protest about potential fare hikes. Just wondering where you sit on that.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are a fan of fare hikes. It's all about the livability of Toronto and making sure that it's accessible. Having said that, the budget process is starting, and I don't want to really preempt the budget process. But I personally am not a fan of hiking the fares, simply because it's about livability and accessibility. And but having said that, we don't know what kind of holes or gaps there are in the budget, and that will be coming to our next TTC meeting, which is in 2 weeks, and we'll have more information in advance of that related to what the TTC staff thinks should happen. So I'm looking forward to that discussion and that information forthcoming. But it's you know, it's going to be a tough budget year overall for the City of Toronto, but I think also for the TTC. All right, guys, thanks.